Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This episode is titled There But for Fortune. Amy's success working with a high-end show jumper ultimately puts her life in jeopardy. So, this means that something obviously is going to happen. She's going to end up maybe on a horse and getting thrown off, or she's going to get kicked or something, which of course is going to, again, put her life in jeopardy. This is episode 9, so this, of course, will be the halfway mark. Hi, Alice. So when we finish this episode, then, of course, we will be halfway through season 7. So you never know. This may end up being a little bit of a cliffhanger, but it's definitely one of those type of episodes that does seem like would be the one to kind of carry you into the halfway mark, you know? I remember seeing some pictures, just things in passing, where you saw Amy in a hospital bed. So I'm guessing that that's what this episode is going to be, unless it's at the very end and then it'll be the next episode. But I'm guessing that was it. You know? So, luckily, it won't be as much of a surprise, but it will be a surprise. It probably won't be as surprise as the event that causes her to be in the hospital. So, if you're ready, let's get started. Okay. So the prince is back. High-end show jumper to be the prince. Hi, Spartan. When I was Spartan. You take her anytime to help them. Oh yeah, Alex. His arm is better. Hi, beauty. I like how they focused on the white horse, so that's obviously going to be the troublemaker. And she and Spartan are going to run around. Not a big fan of the prince. It was nice he gave her that saddle, but beautiful. Here's the problem. Fucking. Why does the prince have a smirk? Why is he smirking? What's he all happy about? I calmed him down and did not having the saddle on it. So far it's working. See? Too happy about it. Maybe he just doesn't like to be shown up. But, you know, Amy knows what she's doing. And I like how when the prince showed up, you know, she's like, are you expecting this? You know, like a bowing? And he's like, no. And I'm thinking, well, you know, he is a prince, but maybe he realizes that, you know, that's a commoner or something. But at the same time, it's also like, yeah, you do realize that the only people who really give a shit you're a prince are the people in your country. You know, no one else cares. It's kind of like the royals over in England. It's like some people care about the royals, and I admit I like Kate, but for the most part, no one cares. You know? It's like, okay, yeah, so you're a prince or a princess or a queen, big deal. Okay. What does that have to do with me? And that's kind of the same thing as, you know, Amy doesn't really care. She's like, okay, so you're a prince, big deal. You know, because Adrian's like, the prince demands a response. And she's like, I don't care. Like, I'm not going to respond. I'm going to make him come to me. So that's pretty powerful that she was able to do that. Yeah. You're right on. Come on, Zeus. Which is Zeus. Mama is there. Right. Come on, Zeus. Nothing to dig, Adrian. You used to like her. They can't expect miracles in the first 5 minutes. It takes time. And this is obviously going to be a challenge. But you can't expect, she's going to walk out, snap her fingers, and they're going to fall in line. Obviously, Zeus presents a major challenge for her, but Amy will get through it because she always does. She always figures out the problem and she always delivers. So, Adrian liked her last time, so why he's being a dick now? I think because he wanted to work with Zeus. And Ahmed brought in Amy. Adrian, Ahmed, Amy. So got a bunch of Ashley. So now we got a bunch of A's in this episode. But still, it's like, even if you're pissed about that, don't take that out on Amy. It's not her fault. If you're pissed, talk to Ahmed about it and tell him why you're pissed about that. Don't just be a dick to her. She's completely innocent. You are. Jack just looks at her. So I see we have about 9 minutes and 53 seconds left of this episode. So I'm guessing the thing about putting Amy's life in jeopardy happens at the end of the episode. Which then will be a bit of a cliffhanger to carry over into the next. Unfortunately, since I didn't watch this when it was originally on, I don't know how this was planned. But I'm guessing, since again this was the midpoint episode, I'm guessing this was probably the one that aired, and then maybe it went on like winter hiatus or summer hiatus or something, or a little bit of a break, because that's usually about what they do with TV. Is they'll have like a midway point, and then they'll stop and give you a couple weeks, the winter finale, for example. So that's what I'm guessing that this probably was, but I could be wrong. If any of you watched this when it was on, let me know down in the comments, for those who aren't watching it on a streaming service. But then the nice thing, of course, is I don't have to wait that long. I can wait till the next time I film, which will probably be next week, to find out what happened instead of having to wait like weeks or months. So that's a nice thing about when it's on like a streaming service, and not on, like actual live TV. They want what? want you to change it. Penny. A little. So Ahmed said drinking again. So obviously that is something that has happened before, is catching him drinking. And, they say that when you're drunk, you tell the truth about things. And I believe that. Some people then will later say, I didn't mean what I said. But my attitude is, did you? If you said something when you're drunk and that's when you tell the truth, then how do I know that you're telling the truth? So it'll be interesting to see if Adrian owns up to it when he's sober, or what. But he commented about the Staple Boys were laughing at him, and I like how Ahmed pointed out and said, "You're head groomer." So it's like, so what if they're laughing at you? You're still head groomer. You're still in charge of them. Who cares if they laugh at you? Laugh with them. That'll get them to stop. You laugh with them and be like, yeah, I know this is pretty funny. But guess what? Sometimes it happens. See, I think Adrian doesn't like it that he was demoted for a girl. Because why should he care if Zeus is being worked on by Amy? But I think it's especially because they have worked together in the past, but I think part of it is that there's a bit of sexism. Hi. Pretty. What the hell? Oh, Swan, okay. That's Swan too. Stop fighting. Stop fighting. Come here. Okay, good. She got a mirror in the stall. Matt is worried. Where are they airlifting her to? You saw that Amir or Ahmed was worried. So it was Zeus that hit her because you saw him come down and she was standing a little too close. And of course, Amy's not going to blame Zeus at all. But obviously, it was a bad enough hit that she has to be airlifted. And I'm thinking, until Ty hears about it, as soon as he hears about it, he's going to rush. I caught a glimpse of what's up for the next episode. For some reason, it's not showing it. Maybe if I just click enter, let's see the episode. Okay. Yeah, so the next episode it talks about darkness and light. It says they're pitted against one another over her treatment. Thank you for joining me for this reaction. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.